Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Yeah, hello, Spidey. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen properly? Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, well, it's been quite a long time since the last time I did a live stream. A lot of... I don't know, should I wait until more people arrive before I start explaining things, or... Tell me if the music is too strong. I'm really not experienced with live streams, so it's something I really don't do often. No, I mean, we won't wait like a long time just to let the time for people to arrive. So yeah, this is what I'm currently working on. The night time of day for Insomnia. Some people might wonder why am I only starting the night time, since you already saw the nighttime in a previous build of the mod, and that's just because I kind of restarted the project, not really from scratch, but I restarted a lot of things from scratch. Because the way the project was done until a few months ago was not really optimized, so I redid a lot of the environment in a different way. So every, for example, I'll give a, let me make it daytime so you can see it a bit better. But yeah, the way I optimize the project is that now every object in the map is actually instance, which means like in the previous build of the mod, let's say you have this building, and you can see that like this building is also here. All the buildings are used multiple times across the map, and every time it was its own unique static mesh, which, like, if this building is, let me check, how many objects is that? Yeah, so this object, this building is there 9 times in the map. Not 9, 17, as you can see. And in the way the previous version of the mod was done, there would be 17 mesh objects stored in the memory, and this time it's the same object but placed multiple times around the map. So it means like it's less, and it's like this for all the objects in the map. So it uses a lot less RAM, a lot less VRAM. The weight is lighter, so just everything about it is better, but it required a lot of optimization and a lot of times to do this. A big example is the trees too. Like, this is one tree, this is one static mesh, and this unique static mesh is used 500 times, and instead of being 500 different objects, it's the same one used across the map. So yeah, it really reduced the amount of individual objects, but it really took a long time to do this. It's a bit more tedious to to do it at first, but now it's pretty great to have it like this. So yeah, this is the kind of reason why I kind of restarted the project. I wanted to do more optimization to have better performances and things like that. So now I also, the way the level is structured in the engine is different compared to the previous one. In my previous version, as you can see, there are multiple maps files here, but they are not completely separate maps. In my previous versions of the mod, you're well past, yeah. In my previous version of the map, for example, I had a version of the map for the day and a version of the map for the night. And this was quite annoying because it, I mean, some stuff was a bit easier to do, and I explain later, but some stuff was less optimized again because it was two completely different maps. And now the way it's done is that you have this. It's called Insomnia 2 because it was to differentiate from my previous versions and to not have conflict. But so yeah, you have this, and this is the persistent level. It's like the main level of the map, and it's like, if you see, like some stuff isn't in the persistent level, and I can explain why later. But this is the main level, the persistent level, and I have other things as sub-levels. So, for example, you can see the lighting for the day is a sub-level, and I can unload it, and just like this I can load the lighting for the night. Just is the music too strong? Tell me if it's too strong. It sounds a bit too loud. I'm not sure. So yeah, and I have a lot of different sub-levels like this. Why this is a sub-level is because it was to do the interior, because I really wanted for the player to be able to see outside when you are inside the citadel, which is something you can do, you can see in the original game. So here, for example, if we go here, you can see there's no interior. Okay, music is good, but you can lower it down. Oh, no. Okay, maybe I will just. I'm going to put some 15 music. Okay, we're back. So here, this the way to do sub-levels allowed me to have a bit more control. So, for example, this is the interior. You can see the lighting change because I have a different lighting for the interior too. Yeah, I unload this. No, I'm going to, if I go here, it's a bit of a puzzle, so it's hard to explain like this. It's a lot of, if I load this, I unload this part, and if I load this part, I unload another one. But yeah, if I show the interior, for example, you can see some bits coming out, or like here a bit, which is something obviously you don't want. That's why I use different levels. And when you are in the interior, let me put up the interior, remove the lighting for the day. Here we are inside. But the problem, like, if you are inside like this, like, you can see a bit of, you can see this, the outside part. So I modified, I mean, I put some of the parts of the outside in a different sub-levels. This one, so I can unload it, and when you are inside, you have a good view on the outside without anything in the way. And now we can see, I don't know if I'm very clear in what I'm explaining, but like now we can see properly outside without anything in the way. So I'm pretty happy that I managed to do this. But obviously, if you look at it from outside, it looks like this, because you're not really supposed to see it like this. But I think the tricks work pretty well. And Aprotix from the... I'm not sure you're supposed to pronounce his name. Aprotix helped me a lot with to do this, because he did the elevator system, which I did a video about this. But basically, if I use an elevator, like here, I can select which sublevels I want to load, and like if you take this elevator, you will load a different part of the... I'm not sure why it's night. I probably messed up something here. But yeah, you can select which object you want to unload. I use the same system for the regalia, except I didn't load any sublevels because I didn't want to load the level twice. I'm going to move this. Okay, let's go back at night. Okay, we're back. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. It's also very annoying because, like, maybe you heard about it, but my monitor is kind of giving me problems. So I can see like a brightness line in the middle of my screens, which is pretty annoying, but yeah, I'll do with it so far. Another thing that it's a bit annoying, but also something Aprotix helped me with, is that I have to switch some materials in real time. So, for example, this. Let me switch to... and you will see that... Okay, now the lights turn on. And it's to not load different versions of the object and just swap the material in real time when you switch to nighttime. It was really hard for me to set up, so he helped me with this. The only annoying thing is that I can't see it when being in editor mode like this, so you have to make the map run at runtime to see it, but it's pretty convenient to have this. Also these lamps, like you see, I put some lights inside, but when you go in game, you can see them turning on. And yeah, that's about it for what I had to explain for the context. And now, well, what I'm currently doing these days is that I have to rebuild a wall lighting system for the night, to have a good looking night. So I just started a bit in the citadel here, and I have also some signs. I don't know if you saw this, but basically there are signs that were not used in 15, but you could find them in the files. So yeah, I thought they were pretty cool, so I did custom 3D models to use them, and I think they had something cool to the map, with lights on top of buildings and such. Yeah, that's about it. Also, sorry if my voice is a bit broken. I've been sick all week, so I'm not completely recovered yet. And yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know, and in the meantime I'll keep working on adding some lights and see what I can do to improve this scene. I think something I wanted to do was add back a fog like I had in my previous versions. Let me Make night active. Yeah. I think this is good like this, no? This is a bit too much. 1 second, I'm checking something on my phone. Okay, autosave. Unreal does that quite often, so you have to wait a bit. Okay. Now this is a bit too dark, I think. What if I do something like... Yeah, I'm trying to get something closer to that in the meantime, but maybe I will change it later, just to have some point of reference for now. Volumetric fog is kind of cool if you want to have some light scattering. I'm just not really fan of the color. I think I still need a... No, it was better before. Well, I'll leave it like this for now. I'm not sure what's best, really. But I will leave it... Oops, sorry. I will leave like this for now, and I will edit it later. Let me put it there. Okay. Another thing important with lights is that I have to make that most of them don't cast shadows, because if they do cast shadows, the performances just completely get destroyed. So, yeah. It's not very realistic since they don't cast shadows, but I am doing what I can with the tools I have. The problem is that we can't, like, unlike in KH3, we can't bake shadows and lighting. Everything has to be in real time. You can't have pre-rendered baked lighting, so you have to use some less demanding options since everything has to be in real time. Since this one don't cast shadows, they're very light in resources, so I can really add a lot of these. It's just that it's not the most realistic thing, but I think it still does the job. I also added a few here. Like, obviously here it's noticeable, like you have these casting lights and you don't have a shadow behind it. I could maybe try to do it, but like let me just show you. No. It's not particularly noticeable here, but yeah, see. But the problem is that, yeah, if I have dynamic shadows like this on everything, the frame rate will completely tank. So for the most part, I'm just using this non-shadow light. Probably will add a few more here. Just to fake some kind of interior. Yeah, I need more here too. So yeah, if I don't talk a lot, I just don't have a lot to say. But again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Okay, this is not using the right material. Okay. It had an opaque window, so I just change it with a transparent. Will this map be available to download at Unreal Marketplace or some other place when Unreal could use this map in the future? It will be available for KH3 for sure, but maybe I will share it when I'm completely done with the project, but it would never be on Unreal Marketplace, since this is a mod project and it's using some... It's obviously using elements from Final Fantasy, so I don't have any legal rights to share this on the Unreal Marketplace. You probably get what I mean. So I'm not sure I'm not sure exactly what are the rules on the Unreal Marketplace, but I don't think you can share copyrighted stuff. Okay, I also need to change the material on this. I don't think... God, I want... Oh! It's not meant to be explorable. It's just an inside, like, to see from outside, but like... I can do a tour inside it if you want to see how it is, but it's just like you see there's backface sculling and I mean if you do no clip if you use a no clip tool in Cage3 you will be able to run around here, I guess, but it's not meant to. It's not meant for that. There are this also here at the top, a little interior. You have I'm gonna put some lights in there. You have this football stadium, a little... I'm going to make a new group because I like to stay organized to find the stuff more easily. Where can I put it so it's not too noticeable? I think I will have to put actual object lights because here the light is coming out of nowhere. No shadow. Yeah, the problem also with no shadows is that, as you can see, it casts, since this isn't casting any shadow, the light goes through the object and on the other side, which is not realistic. So sometimes you have to like put them further away. And kind of play around with it. It's really annoying that we can't... Yeah, it's very annoying that we can't have baked lighting for stuff like this. It's not the most realistic things, but I think it kind of does the job. Or maybe I will improve it later. If I can get some idea. Maybe add some actual spotlight objects. Oh, there are these also. Some little garden things. I'm not really sure where to. Maybe at the top like this. Nope, that looks ugly. Yeah, I will just put it in the corners. Ah. Okay, this is something I have to fix. There's no wall here. So yeah, that's not accessible from here. Also another problem I have is these, like they're not in 15. They've been in 15 CGI and all versus 14 trailers. I tried to recreate them, but I really don't know what is supposed to be inside them. So I just put marble like on the outside of it, but I'm really not sure how it's supposed to be. Maybe I should make this emissive at night. Maybe I will do the interior here. It's kind of bothering me that there are not any lights. This part of the story reminds me of Tomb Raider Legend. You mean the garden here? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I played it. Okay, I have to change this. I have to do the light on the stairs and change the materials on this. Unless I put yeah, I'm not sure about that. Because it's either I put a single light inside each of these without shadows, obviously. Well, it's not even really pretty when you see such shadows like that. but it's either I do this, a light point on each of these, but I don't think it will give the best result, or I do some wider lights, which aren't really accurate with the actual lamps, but I will have an emissive material on this. I think it will look better. I'm just going to try. And this will show you how I swap the materials. Blueprint, which match is this? Stone body shape. Okay, so this is the... Okay. This is the data table where I have to enter each mesh I want to swap the material when entering nighttime. So I'm going to make a new row. I'm going to select this. Material day is transparent. Okay, and for the night, I don't remember. I think I'm going to check inside the scene I have in Blender. 1 second. I'm going to open it. I'm sorry if this isn't particularly exciting, but that's just how it is. Okay, this is all my different... I'm going to try on this one. Okay. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Okay, light, cyan glass. Do we still have this material? Okay, yes. Okay, so now I did the original... No, not the original emissive white material. I entered the mesh and the two materials I want, and now hopefully I have to save the level. If I play, yeah, okay, and now it's using the emissive material, and I think this looks better than if I put just a light inside each lamp like this. Yeah. The only annoying thing, like I said, is that I can't see the, like, if I put it in game again, you see this, and I can't see the actual swapped material when I'm in editor mode. But at least I don't have to have the map twice. And yeah, the reason I say it will look also better like this is that if I do this and this, yeah, it would look too dark in the middle. So sometimes I noticed that the most accurate lighting isn't necessarily the best looking one. One thing I have to do, however, is to remove, increase the roughness, because otherwise, like, you can see the reflection of this light, and we don't want this since it's floating, not realistic lighting. Maybe I will make a bit wider. I forgot to save. Okay, I forgot to remove the scattering fog. Stairs. Where are they? Wait, what? Okay. Also, apparently this is using a different mesh for some reason. So I have to do the same script in the data table for this one too. Okay. What was the name of that material again? In light glass 02. Wow. What do you think? Does this looks good or not? Maybe it's a little too bright. Do you mess with LOGs as well, or all the model and the world build? All the environment models are just like that, because the problem is that the big problem for me, I did consider using LOD, but it's a problem with the nighttime. If I only did daytime, maybe it would have been doable. But with nighttime, the problem is that the LOD model have like here, for example, you can see I have a lot of different materials on this building, and the LOD is just one material with a complete different UV map, and therefore it works fine during the day, but at night, if I want the emissive lights, because wait, let me just show you something. See, I'm using masks to make the for the I can't find the right words. For the emissive material, I have to use a mask to decide which part of the UV I want to be emissive, and it's a problem with the LED model since they have a completely different UV map and different materials. I would have to recreate a mask for each object in the LED that match exactly how it is in the actual objects. Otherwise, you would have either no light or completely different windows being lighted up. I'm not sure if I'm clear in what I'm saying, but yeah. It seems like it's something very tedious to do, and since for now the map still runs at a steady 60 FPS everywhere, I don't think it's worth bothering with LED. I'm using a color distance volume to help with performances. I'm going to go back to daytime to show you, but yeah. Sorry if I don't find the right words, but okay, I'm not sure why it's not working here, but okay, I wasn't in game mode. Okay, so you can see I'm using a color distance. You can see the drawing distance. I tried to set it so you will have some pop-in, but at least you have a steady 60 FPS everywhere. I don't think it's too bad. It's noticeable, but yeah, I really tried to do the best way I could. Being alone working on this is really time consuming, and I don't think you were there at the beginning, but I did a lot of optimizations in the past few months with instance objects, like in the first version of the mod. Like even if you have this building used multiple times around the map, it was its own static mesh in the first versions, and I managed to import everything instead with instance, so there is only one version of the object stored in memory instead of a lot of different ones, so this helps a lot. Yeah, and just this took me like several weeks to do. So the LED is not something I really want to get into. Unless if it was completely necessary, but like I said, right now the performances are pretty much perfect. So yeah, this kind of gave me a Christmas vibe. Like everything is dark, but just here you have a lot of lights. I don't know if anyone wants to see any gameplay of the actual map. I can play it if you want, but there's no nighttime inside the playable build so far. But if you want to see the performances and stuff like this, I can. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I might have, but does that mean you're not continuing? Just pre-count. Yeah. No, there won't be. I mean, even in the actual Kingdom Hearts. I found out. Yes, I'm French. Is it that bad? I'm sorry. So yeah, there won't be any real time Dynat cycle because that even in KH3 they don't do that, and it's I really don't know how I would do it because one important thing to know about making custom worlds in KH3 is that we can't create custom materials. So everything we do, every materials we make have to use the exact same values as existing material in KH3. So which really limits the freedom we have. So you can't really make dynamic materials and things like that. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, this is a mod. This is for Kingdom Hearts 3. Wait, you're gonna put Insomnia via code, right? I'm not sure what you mean, Spidey. Like I told you, I want to have a portal to teleport the player inside the game, but yeah. Okay, here we have. I showed this on Twitter. I don't remember if I showed this on YouTube, but this is the Memoria avant. Alors ça dépend des endroits. I'm going to talk in French for a few seconds to reply to Memoria. Il y a des trucs qui viennent de FF15 et il y a des trucs qui ont été recréés de zéro. Parce qu'en fait, mon but c'est de faire un Insomnia, mais comme dans Versus 13. Donc j'ai pris des éléments de la majorité évidemment de FF15 et j'ai recréé des trucs qui n'étaient pas dans FF15 pour recréer des pièces de Versus 13. Yeah, Kung Fu, I showed this a bit before. I can explain a bit later if you want. I have more than that. I have more than the inside. I have the inside, so here you can see the... I can get to see... I'm not sure what you mean. I hope the open cache maybe found a way to put multiple save points on the map properly without screen turn it black. The problem with save points isn't... I mean, just since I made a safe travel system with the Regalia, so I don't need multiple save points, but I need one that functions properly. So yeah, Kung Fu, I have... and I'm not sure what you mean, Levan, about seeing me live. If you mean by webcam, no. I don't plan to... Ah, juste me voir en live, oui, merci. So yeah, Kung Fu, back to what you said. Yes, I have the interior. I also, and more than just the interior, because I modified it a lot. Here you have a training room from 15, but in the original game it's a completely separate zones. So here I connected seamlessly to the rest of the map. So here we are in the training room. Could you pause the Regalia 3D model later? I will live for it and would love to. Yeah, no problem, Jack John. Maybe send me a message on Discord or something. My name is the same as here, it's Laxion, and I will send you. So here in the training room I made this, you have these paintings and I did some interactions with the lore explanations to add a bit of content to the world, to the map, and you have a different. You can interact with the different paintings. I don't know if you're still there, Kung Fu Titan. If you're there, I'm going to show you a bit more stuff that you will probably enjoy, since you were impressed about the interior. Also, compared to my previous versions of the map, I'm using a lot of normal maps, so you can see a lot of details, like on the floor and everything. Everything has just a lot more depth. Mais moyen, j'aime pas du tout le Sora de KH4. je préfère largement la... J'aime pas les cheveux tout mous qu'il a et tout. Enfin, je m'y ferai, mais je préfère la version classique. So here we have the elevator system, like I showed in a video. So you can... So here you can select the different floor. So if we pick the royal floor, for example, you will see I loaded a different lighting. Here it's a different one. And yeah, here we are in the interior, and I explained it at the beginning of the streams, but I made that the outside is actually transparent. So I have the map in different sub-levels that load and unload depending on which place you go to, and I put a lot of a citadel inside a specific sub-level that unload when you are inside. So we can finally see outside when we are here. It's a lot more immersive. You can even see KLM via from here. And I'm really happy that I managed to make the transparent window in a quite immersive way. It's something that I really wanted to do, and something that wasn't done in the original game. And the music is completely out of place here. Right, I'm going to put some 15 music because okay. Also, it's specular maps because, like I said, we don't have a lot of. I mean, we can't make custom materials, and this is so problematic. This is so annoying. Like, I haven't even figured out to have my own transparent materials. So, for example, here, what I did is that, I mean, I can't have a fully transparent material, but it's only 0 or 100%. I can't have translucent materials, at least not my own. And so here it's actually 2 layers. You have layers with a glass and another layer fully transparent with just the bars of the windows. And I have to do a lot of tricks like this. And yeah, we can't make custom materials, which is really annoying. So every materials we do have to be an instance from an existing materials. So we have to create a dummy of an existing materials from KH3, copy the exact same values, and just change the texture we want inside of that material. But we can't, if you try to load any material at all in your mod, the game will crash on startup. You can only load the material instances. Here we have a conference room, which I also am pretty happy with. This didn't exist in 15. I had to recreate all of this from scratch. But I'm pretty happy with the result. I still have to tweak some stuff here. It's a bit too bright, but I'm quite happy with what I managed to do in this room. And we also have the crystal room, which I also recreated from scratch. The crystal chamber, and here we are. I'm also pretty happy with how this one came out, since, like I said, I had to recreate everything from scratch. I just use King's Glaive and screenshot from Versus 13 as reference. This room will be a teleport later. I haven't done it yet, but it will move you on some balcony outside of the citadel. And here we can also go to the rooftop. You really want it to be playable only? Is it possible to modify the element of the game and make them... I'm not sure what you mean, Memoria, because this is just an environment. Kung Fu, what I'm showing today is in Unreal, but if you look at my previous live streams, it was all in Blender. All the map was made in Blender, so yeah, I use Blender a lot. I never use Maya, but all the environments I created were through Blender. The map, the layout, the modeling of the different objects, and just making the map as a whole was made in Blender. The ballroom, yes, it's not finished in the... We can go there if you want, but it's not finished in this versions. I still have to add a lot of things inside it. But yes, I had to recreate it from scratch inside Blender. But I recorded some stuff when working in Blender and making the map. So I think when the map will be closer to completion, I will make some kind of making of video where you can see me creating some stuff for the mod. Oh, no, I know what we will do. We won't go there like this. We will use my fast travel system. And here, maybe I will add more locations, but yeah, we can use the regalia to fast travel. I think that's pretty cool. Here we have the entrance. So all of this was made from scratch. Like the map in the original in 15 stops like at the front of the citadel, kind of. So everything like this park and... I mean, I will show you in more detail later, but you can import and create scenes when you launch the game. Yes, we can do custom environments, but I'm not really sure what you're asking. You could technically use this environment in your own game, but you don't. I mean, you would have to make a full games out of that, and obviously you don't have you wouldn't be able to sell this game since it's using 15 assets. Okay, we're back to the Dream Drop Distance song. So you can see a bit more of the places I created. You know you can't do much about it, but the fog effect in the distance where the riverbed slams. I mean, I can change it, but I'm not sure exactly what you... The fog in the distance, if again, it's too strong, maybe. It's because the map doesn't look very good if you... I will show you how it looks without any fog in the editor. So here you can see a bit of the places I created. Everything here was like basically made from scratch. This is all the surrounding area of Via. I never shown it this much, so this is the first time you can see me playing around. Here you have a back entry of Via. And all of this is part of the areas I made, because the original map is much smaller than this. Okay, like I said, this is really a work in progress versions of the ballroom. It's really not finished, as you can see, like, because I've been remaking some of the assets, so like this is not finished. I still have to tweak some materials. Here the reflection is too strong, so you can't see the inside properly, but you have a hydro painting inside. I have to tweak the material for the... I will show you during night time in the editor and you will see it better. Here it still needs a lot of tweaks, but yeah. Even these chandeliers I had to make from scratch using trailers reference, and it was pretty hard for me to do, but I hope it looks good enough. This flickering is really annoying, like as you can see. I have no idea how to fix it. It's the fighting of the materials. And since I can't make custom materials, I can't set any priority. Also here, you probably won't realize it, but I modified the building of Citadel a lot because the backside of the Citadel is just completely flat in the original. So my goal with the mod is to make that every place you can go to feels legit and not unfinished. I really want for it to look good everywhere in the intended playable area, so I had to modify a lot of it. And yes, also in the original, in episode Ardyn, the map stops around. Let me get. Okay, if you see where Sora head is, this is about where the map stops. Like you can't, like everything under Sora here is place you can't go to. There is the entrance of the Citadel. There is here, like where there is the head of Sora, the train stations, this street and the Citadel is there in episode Ardyn. It's basically this, but you can't go everywhere here outside. You can go here, and everything behind the Citadel isn't playable at all. It looks completely different. And yeah, I made everything behind, like basically from here under Sora. Everything here is what I created from scratch for the expansions of the map, and everything behind it too. So everything here wasn't in the original. Is the mod following cage-free pre-coded draw distance? No. The only draw distance is what I did with the call distance volume. But outside of this, no. What do you mean, no collision? Not sure what you mean. I still have to add some details around here. I think it still looks a bit too empty, but working with foliage and stuff is horrible in this for cage-free, so yeah. But I'm not sure what you mean with no collision, so if you want to add anything else to what you are wondering about. So yeah, everything where I'm playing right now is stuff that I made for the mod. Stuff that wasn't there in episode Ardyn. Because the expansions of the map started with the... Wait. Yes, of course, Paddy, you can ask a question. You mentioned certain parts of the area are unplayable. I just imagine Sora would face... Okay, let me finish what I was going to say and I reply to your answer. Because otherwise I will forget. I will reply to your questions. The expansions of the map started because I wanted to have KLM Via, and KLM Via isn't supposed to be right next to the Citadel, so I did some distance in between them, like in Versus 13, and I wanted for the player to be able to go seamlessly without any loading from the Citadel to there, because I think it's fun. I just want the player to be able to run on every buildings and fly everywhere and everything. So yeah, this is why, since I made this here, I had to expand everything for the player to be able to go from one point to the other seamlessly without any loading. Why do you say my bad? No, it's just that I wanted to finish what I was saying before I forgot. Well, I can show you what are the... No, I mean, I will probably put some kind of invisible wall, invisible barrier, I think. Maybe like in San Francisco or something. But if you want to get an idea, the map here will stop around here. I haven't decided exactly, but it will stop around here. You will be able to go here, and here will probably be the end too. Because if I let player go further, I keep having to expand it over and over and over, because like here you can see some lower resolutions buildings. I think I will replace this one because they are too close to the playable area. But the more I let player go far away, and the more I have to expand it over and over and over. And at some point, it takes time first, and the performances will drop at some point. So if I want to keep the optimization in check, I have to set some limitations. So here will be around the limit. Here too. I'm trying to give an idea. Basically, where the grass is, this is the end of the map for this part of the... But no, about your collision questions and phasing through the models. If it doesn't impact performances, I will try to let collisions on most of the environment. So if people want to clip through the barrier, through the invisible wall, and explore the out of bounds, they will be able to, like now. This here will be, where I am right now will be out of bounds. It won't be part of the intended playable area, but I will try to let it solid, so people can explore if they want. If they want to go out of bounds and explore everything. Here will be playable, here will be the end, because if I let player go here, I have too much stuff to do around here. Yeah, it will be a lot, as you can see. So I plan for around here to be the end of the map here. Here you will be able to go to. I posted a map online, but what will be... I will try to bring it up on screen later. But yeah, here will be playable. I really hope people won't be disappointed that it's not the whole city, but like even what I did is bigger than what was in 15, so I just can't expand it forever. At some point I have to stop and put some limits. But yeah, this is a lot bigger than the original. I think it's still pretty big for a cage-free world. As you can see, we've been running for a while. Here will be the end too, around here. I mean, the way in an ideal world, in general, I really don't like invisible walls. Here I will have to do it because the way the map was designed in general, I have to set some limitations. But let me show you in the editor. If it was up to me, in a perfect world, I think the whole main island should be playable. By island, I mean, let me increase the speed. Yeah, you see all of the main here, the main part. It's kind of like an island, kind of. This here. I think all of this should be playable, and the boundaries should be some natural cliff and things like this. I think it would be the best. But it's really too much work for me alone to do this, and the performances would drop a lot. So I have to set some limitations. But if it was a map I had to create from complete scratch, I would try to make that the limit of the world are like some ocean or some cliff or something, because I'm not a fan of invisible walls. But so yeah, I can show you better here. I will show you. Here will be the end of the map, like basically everywhere I go to, like this. This will be the intended playable area. But at least inside the intended playable area, there is no invisible wall. It's something I really wanted. So like, if you want, you can go here, and I worked a lot to make that everything you can go to does look good. So you can really go. It's a place you can never see inside the main game in 15, but here I improve the models so you can really run around here and you can go everywhere, and there's no invisible wall inside the boundaries of the map. You can fly, you can run on walls, you can climb everything. Do you have a Patreon? No, I don't have a Patreon, Dennis, because I don't really know what is the stance of Patreon with modding and with some legal stuff. And since I'm modding cage-free and I'm using some Final Fantasy assets and everything, I don't know if you can make a Patreon doing this. I'm not sure. So no, I don't have a Patreon. But if you ask this because you want to support the project or anything, if you want, I have a PayPal donation link in the descriptions of my YouTube channel. You don't have to, you really don't have to. It's really only if you want and if you can afford it and if you want to support the projects. I don't want to force anyone to pay anything. It does help me a lot because I have a lot of hardware issues these days. I have to replace my GPU, I have to replace my monitor, I have to replace a lot of stuff, so I appreciate donations, but I'm not forcing anyone. So if you want, there is a link in my YouTube channel, but I don't have a Patreon because I'm afraid of some legal issue. I think donations are better. I really don't know how it would work on a project like this with Patreon. How does this map compare to Quadratum? Wait. Kung Fu... Coffee can receive donations? Yeah, Coffee does donations too, but I don't know if it's required because there is a PayPal fee too on there. I think bigger than if you do a direct donation through PayPal. So I think PayPal is just easier. Or like you said, you can also donate directly here for YouTube if you want. So how does this compare to Quadratum? It kind of depends what you mean, because Quadratum is it's just the to me Quadratum the playable area is just the Yozora boss fight area, because if you start to just go outside of a boss fight, you will see lore stuff everywhere. You see that it's not meant to be explorable, so I'm not really sure what you mean exactly. Because if you count the outside stuff, I think Insomnia might be bigger. Like look at this. It's like it's pretty huge, but it's not meant to be explorable. But like I said, I will try to make all of this solid if people want to explore the out of bounds. It's not like there is much to see, but yeah. So that's why I want to add some barriers around the map, because... Oh, thank you very much, Kung Fu. I just noticed thank you very much, I really appreciate it. That's really nice of you. And I'm glad you liked the project and that you want to support it. So, thank you. So what I was saying, I don't remember because, but thank you very much, Kung Fu. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure what else to say. This is the first time I get a donation in a live stream, so thank you. What I was saying. So yeah, I want to add some barriers around the map, because it's really important for me that all the playable area looks kind of official. I want it to look like almost if it was an official map in the actual game. I want it to look polished. I don't want like... The problem is that if I didn't expand the map like I did, and if I just uploaded the raw map of Episode Origin and I let people go everywhere, then they explore and they would explore things like this, and this just screams mod, and I don't want that. I really want for the map to be a polished experience, like if it was a DLC for KH3 or something. So that's why I worked a lot on expanding the map, especially this back area here, because I really want something that looks very polished and explorable and nice everywhere. I don't want for low resolution stuff to break the immersion. Oh, wait, I missed some messages. What I was trying to ask was about the BGM. Remember you said if you add custom BGM in Insomnia, that doesn't change the BGM of the existing world. Even only the BGM will play, and all the other sounds like running sounds and music sound would be cancelled. If... I'm a bit confused by your question, Spidey. Let me try to understand it. What I was trying to... I think what you mean is that, yeah, if you want to replace... in Insomnia, I don't want for my mod to replace any existing stuff from the main game. I want for the mod to be something you can install and have on your game without it breaking anything in the main game. Like, I really consider this like some kind of expansion of the game, and I don't want like if people install it and it replaces some stuff and also I shouldn't keep it installed all the time, etc. I don't want that. So I really designed the mod as something you can install and like something, a world that you can visit even if it's your first time playing KH3. I want, so I don't want to replace existing files. And the world in KH3 use custom. Each world use a code like this. Like for example, here is for Hercules for the Olympus world. Where is I don't remember what it is, but there is RA2, which is for Rapunzel. Here, this one is for Rapunzel. It's for the Tangled world. Each world corresponds to something, and the in doesn't correspond to anything. There are a few world cards in the game that were not used, so I picked in because it's funny. It kind of fits for Insomnia. This is an unused code. And someone made a mod to re-enable sounds, because by default, if you use a custom code, there is no sound in the world, so you won't hear your footsteps and everything. Now it kind of seems better with the mod I used. You really confuse me with your questions, Paige, and I think we're losing everyone. It's too complicated to explain like this, but I'm not sure how I will handle the music. Just to do it shortly, I'm not sure yet. I haven't looked into the music. I have the custom code, the sound work properly, and I will have to look into the music later. But I'm not sure I understand all of you understood all of your question properly. All of your sounds, like the running sounds and ending sound, would be cancelled if you change one world behavior to fit Insomnia. But like I said, I don't want to change anything from the main game, so I have to work around the issue. I don't want to replace things from the main game. I think the city in and of itself is in principle already. Thank you. Someone mechanical playable. Yes, Name. I know that someone made Quadratrum playable, but and I'm not trying to criticize or anything, but it only had collisions. Everything is still very low resolution. Like if you play in this mode of Quadratum, you can see that everything looks like a mod. You can see that it wasn't meant to be playable. So it kind of depends what area of Quadratum you mean about the size. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's a scaling thing, but Sora seems really big when looking at your videos. Someone told me that already. But I don't know. I mean, we can check on some stuff, but like this is a vending machine. Maybe there is a bike somewhere to compare. Do you think it's too big? Here's some door. But you're not the first one to tell me that the scaling seems a bit off. So I'm not really sure. I did some comparison with 15 and it didn't seem that different. What does everyone think about it? Do you think the scaling looks weird? But at this point, I'm not really sure how I would change it. Unless maybe I can attach the whole scene to something and... I'm not sure. It might be a field of view thing also. Japan is notorious for feeling cramped. The field of view, yeah, that's 100% sure, because compared to 15, the field of view is completely different. And the map looks a lot big, feels a lot bigger in 15 because you walk you're slower in 15. The field of view is more narrow. It's much larger in KH3. So the field of view does change it a lot, but maybe the scale is still a bit different. In comparison with the Regalia. I mean, if I make it any smaller, I think he would look very weird compared to the Regalia, no? Like, he would look like a baby, I think. I don't know. I don't think I can... I think it would look weird if the map and the environment was any bigger. We can use another character if you want another point of reference. Aqua is taller, a bit taller. I don't know, I think it looks fine. I think it would look weird if it was any... Ah, merci Ropiel. Je suis content que tu trouves ça joli. I think the scaling is fine. But you're not the first one to tell me this, so maybe slightly off. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just KH3 being a bit weird with scales. I don't know. And now I just think that this stream was supposed to be about me working on the night time, but I just played the game instead. Not to mention as well, cache characters are models. Yeah. But like if we look at these... I don't know. I mean, it's true that if you look at Sora's feet, yeah, it's big, but... I don't know, yeah. It's just not realistic characters. I'm not sure. Beaucoup d'optimisation, Ropiel. J'en ai expliqué un peu au début du stream, mais une galère. Vraiment, il y a énormément de différents tricks et d'optimisation pour faire que ça tourne bien. Mais là, ouais, c'est du 60 constant partout. J'ai une GTX 1080, si ça donne une idée de référence. Like, if I remember correctly, Sora ditches his own clone shows. In Cage 4? Yeah, we will see. Oh, also something, maybe people don't realize that, but the stairs, this is so problematic. Like, you see how stuttery it is. Ouais, une 1080 Memoria, pourquoi? Après, ça commence à dater, la 1080, c'est pas non plus le meilleur truc, hein. C'est bon, justement. Et ça tourne bien, donc je pense que ça tournera bien sur la plupart des... So yeah, as you can see, when you climb stairs, it's very stuttery. If I take Riku, it will be even funnier. Like, look at this. And this is really annoying. And the way to fix it is equally annoying. So of course I will have to do it. But like you saw in the stairs in front of the citadel, there wasn't this issue. That's because I fixed it there. And the way to fix it is that you have to make a different collision for the stairs, and you have to change the settings so that the playable collisions, it's actually a slope here. It's not the stairs. I can show you here. If I go into collision, you see, it's just a slope. So I made this object here in Blender. It just planes a slope, but and I had to. It was annoying because all of this was originally one object, so I had to change to just cut out these two parts, replace them with a different collision object, and make that the feet of Sora do interact with the visible stairs, but the playable collision is the slope I created. So that way you can see that the feet do line up properly with the visible stairs, but it's actually a slope instead of stairs, and that way it works really nice, but it's just a bit tedious to do. When you finish prepping the night mode, where will the player have to go and interact to switch? I'm not sure yet, Spidey. Like I told you, I think when I will add some NPCs, I think that I will put some like host here, like one here, and maybe another one here, like a host in the lobby of Insomnia, and I think like you go here, you talk to one of them, and you have some options like wait until night, wait until day, and things like this. This is what I had in mind, and what I told you about the famous wait until midnight to play the invasion, because it's something I would like to do. I'm not sure if I will be able to, but I think it would be really nice. My idea for the mod is that it's set the day before the Insomnia invasion, so you arrive at the train station at the end of the street. It's the day before Insomnia, before the invasion. If you wait until the night, you will be able to go to KLM Via. You can talk to Stella and Noctis, who will be there, because I plan to have Noctis and Stella in the map. And you can talk to them, and if you decide to wait until midnight, you can play the invasion, and it will be some kind of minigame like the if it's possible. I'm really not sure, and I will need a project's help with this, but I think it would be really cool if you can decide wait until midnight and you start the invasion, and you spawn a lot of Heartless around the map at night, and you have like something like 5 minutes to do the best score. I think this would be really cool. But I really don't know if I will be able to do this. Like, I'm fine with level design, with modeling objects, but anything related to programming, to Unreal Engine blueprints, to scripts, I'm really terrible at this. I'm really not a programmer. I'm really bad at anything related to programming. It's really a nightmare for me. Everything is an obstacle. So I don't know if this will be possible, but I hope it will be, because I think it will be really cool. Tu peux pas t'inspirer du clipping des marches du monde du Colisée? Ben Ropiel, c'est un peu ce que je viens de décrire, en fait, t'es obligé de faire ce que je viens de dire, avoir une collision différente pour l'objet et pour la collision. The character actor interacts with the slope, but little details like thick positioning collide. Yes, that's exactly this Kung Fu Titan. Like, if I show you this, if I go to the where is it? Here, these are settings specific to collisions. As you can see on the visible steps, I have everything checked except stress high key collisions. And if I go to the visible collision and click here, it's the opposite. Everything is checked, is unchecked except the stress high key collision, and the stress high key collision is where the feet of the player will interact with the object, or not just the feet, but the body as a whole will interact. So everything here is ignored, except this. What do you mean Final Fantasy imports? I'm not sure what. For Stella and Noctis? Well, no, Stella, no, because she doesn't exist in 15, so I had to recreate her. I can show you if you want. Let me open Blender. So what I did is that I used Luna as a model, and I modified her with the sculpting tools, and I modified and made the different outfits. And here